Hello, everyone. It's me, Black Phantom. This entire stream is entirely a rant stream, so it's not going to be as, I guess, normal as this thing says it says in its title, or just the actual stream. This stream is going to be more of a rant, and it's going to have more of a description of, I guess, it can turn very depressing very fast because entirely I'm gonna say this again, this is me ranting off and just doing that and talking about problems that I've probably need to get off my chest for a while. So this is entirely what this stream is for. That's why I'm live streaming it, so then I can talk to people. That's why I don't sound as motivated as I would normally. Normally I would sound probably a little more motivated, but for this, I'm not as motivated. Um, in this, ranting about, I've been watching some, I guess, you could call them sad videos. I've cried a few times. I actually legitimately almost cried fully, but, um, in there, some of them are, of course, memes, or they're just meant to be taken as actual serious, but they put something lighthearted so people would laugh at it. However, how I've grown up, I am 14, I'm in ninth grade, and I've developed fears, phobias, and stuff like that. Thus being one of the things is I can't confront people at all. Um, Social speaking as well, I cannot do an argument with someone or I'll start shaking profusely. I can't get into fight scenarios because I'll start shaking way too hard. Um, And specifically, we're just going to talk about COVID, pre-COVID, whatnot. So, as a child, I was subject to a few things. One, I saw cheating at a very early age, thus being with my mom. Me and my mom are fine. I don't really care. Oh well, who cares anymore? But I was introduced to that, so I had to grow up a lot more quicker. However, I still had that child mentality. I was still a child in the end, and probably for around 7, 8 years, dad wasn't the best dad. But however, he has made it up in the process and whatnot. I don't really have bad family members. It's just I don't I don't really hate any of my family members. However, some I don't like. Um, in the end, though, mostly what this rant about is legitimately how the sad stuff. As I said, it's probably gonna be depressing quick. And then I'll just go talking, rambling on whatever I do. But for certain things, I tend to block them out. I guess you could call it. Um, in the sense of yes. I tend to block things out that it's kind of like that would just not be good. Thus being, I've also gained stuff for like weaving and hearing. I've gotten a better sense for hearing because I've learned to hear stuff, or I've learned to take an eye and learn. Um, or take an ear. Eyesight. I've actually don't use a lot of eyesight anymore. Well, I do use eyesight. It's just I tend to like talk and whatnot with eyes closed. This helps me visualize as well as just if I were to ever start plugging stuff in that I couldn't reach, most of the time you'll see me have my eyes closed because I just, for some reason, my brain auto does that. It's just probably something like that. But let's get back into more serious stuff. So I've dealt with that. So I've grown to mature now more than I did as a kid. I still had a good life, right? I can't say, oh no, I had a bad life. No, I didn't really have a bad life. However, I didn't have a good one either. A good life is I can't really explain a good life, but a good life would be having a somewhat functional family. Um, Mine's somewhat functional now at this moment, but can change any moment. So, thus being, I've grown to not sleep a lot anymore. Thus being why you can legitimately see I have like these black bags under my eyes. As I'm streaming at 2:40 in the morning, almost 3 in the morning. Thus being insomniac. And I'm not tired at all, by the way. It's just I tend to a lot do stuff like that, as well as overthink. Overthinking has been with me for a while. I tend to overthink every single scenario and every single moment, no matter what it is. I overthink jokes and I overthink just simple meanings and then explain them in such a bad way. But I've only been streaming for 6 minutes, Jesus. But we're not gonna go into that more. As a 11-year-old, you should not be subject to people with death. That is something a child should not have to go through. If you guys can't tell, I'm basically alluding to my mom having almost killed herself before. She probably got like her blade around here at this point of her neck, and then was stopped, and then hospital or ambulance came. That made me change, I guess. Not for the word. It made me more fearful of people. Thus being, I'm not good with people. I can talk to people online, thus being why I can stream and create videos. And you're probably like, oh, and I come off with this amazing persona, this amazing happy persona, but I'm not as happy as I let off to be. Oh, that's pretty much with a lot of streamers or just a lot of YouTubers now, but I'm more quiet and reserved. It's true I make content, yes, but that's the only time I'm really like actually like talkative. But it's not. I don't spend my time just talking online. I spend probably most of my day on YouTube or playing games, and that's the only two things I do for the entire day. Maybe I talk to my other friend, but not a lot. The only person who really ever actually contacts me is Flair. Flair, if you don't know who Flair is, it's Flair whatever. He tends to call me every day and just be an absolute ass, but he's fine. I don't think I would be as social as I was now with streaming and whatnot, or YouTube, without genuinely Flair. As I said in my thank you stream, Flair's been, of course, his support. Now, he might not be the best at times, but in the end, he is an amazing friend. He's the best of the best. The reason why I talk to him and really only him, I'll talk to other people. Like there's this guy named Dragon, there's this guy named Loser, or yeah, he was in my streams a few times. Is because of genuinely Flair. I've known Flair for past a year now. It's been over a year since I met Flair. It was wintertime when I met him. It was the start of winter, so it was like November when I met Flair. And it's past November. It's almost the next year. It's been over a year since I met Flair, and we've talked for so long that I don't. It's funny because over this whole entire year I've known Flair, I've never once known his name. Now I've never gotten close, and I don't really care if I know his name. I've seen his face only once. Don't really care. You can show your face, not show your face. That's up to you. Um, I look like I'm wearing one of those like winter hats. No, it's just my hair. It's legitimately just my hair. It's just I brushed it, so it's like more. It's more fluffy than normal. Um, but yeah, in the end, I should probably put up the rant stream. I'm gonna change this to the rant. I changed it to rant stream, but yeah, in the sense of just overall um, um mental state, I am down the drain. I've never been good with mental state. Someone gets an argument by me, I will almost pass out just from the argument. I can't deal with arguments. It's just this fear. I can't go into unknown areas because I hate it. I am very fearful of things, but I still do them. I guess eventually I want to start doing drawings, do animatics, and take control of my persona, I guess, but also put them in individual characters, set them with their own individual story. Eventually, I want to do that, but at this moment, not yet. If you're wondering what's happening over there, I just have my computer running on my game that I can just AFK on. But in the end, it all really comes down to just I'm not mentally well. I said this legitimately, but I'm not mentally well right now. My mental state declined during those months I was gone. Thus being I didn't upload. Um as I've lost focus of many things and I've only had school to do. Now, as I said, I don't have the worst house, but I don't have the best. The best being, mother doesn't try to kill herself when you're 11, but and your parents don't make you get the fear, or just really anyone can make you the fear of people arguing and being not pacifism. I'm genuinely speaking, I might sound maybe like I love violence, love it to death. I don't really. It's true, I like fights, right? I personally still like fights, but I won't participate in them unless I have to. Or just arguments in general, because of the fact is that I've never wanted to participate in a fight. And in the end, it's just that. I've never wanted to fully participate in a fight before, and it's normal. Some people just don't want to participate in fights, and I'm one of those people. Of course, I said I would. But yeah, the rant stream is almost over. Well, rant stream is pretty much over. I just kind of decided to rant a little bit, and yeah. So it's if I don't upload sometimes, it's probably because one, I'm studying. Two, I just can't. I don't feel like. Two, I don't feel like it. Three, I genuinely just can't. Like my brain can't comprehend stuff like that, or not comprehend what. Sorry. I just can't do it because my mental limit is gone, or I just can't socialize with screen or whatever. Just I can't do that sometimes. So yeah, hopefully though, because there's only today's the 23rd, and that's the second, and then tomorrow's Eve, and then in 2 days it's Christmas. Well, tomorrow's Christmas Eve, and then the next day. So there's one day till Christmas. How I count days is basically speaking, I only count the days in between, so I won't count today. I don't, even though you're meant to count today, so it'd be 2 days until Christmas. It would technically, I say one because there's only one full 24 hours left till Christmas. There'd be only one 24, but yeah. So whoever rewatches this, basically speaking, I explained it more. I should say this. My eyes aren't. I have pretty small eyes. Um, and tend to speaking, I sometimes close one eye more than the other because one's more just relaxed and the other one's just bugging out. So that's why if I ever were to go live and just one of my eyes was like this while the other one was like this, it's because from one I'm either tired or two I just genuinely my eyes sore. So thank you guys for whoever watches the stream after. This was legit my rant stream, so I've only been live for 15 minutes, so but goodbye.